Hey, I wanted to acknowledge the video I posted yesterday and apologize to y'all that were uncomfortable by it, etc. I apologize, and I noticed that the replies in these where you need to speak to a professional, you don't need to be coming on here, etc. Um, I vaguely remember saying that coming on here was my last option. Maybe I didn't. I have a lot of brain damage, but I do vaguely remember saying that. Um, because I am well aware of the 1-800 numbers and the therapists and the specialists because I've already done those things. I've already spoke to specialists, therapists, professionals. I've already called the 1-800 numbers. So, this was my last option. I have a lot of health issues. I deal with a lot of daily pain. Sometimes that pain gets to be too much and I pass out sometimes. I had came to and posted that video yesterday. Because whenever I came to, which this is happening more and more, but I'll wake up to a vignette of basically everything I've been through, from the child abuse to getting my first house, which burned down with me in it, maiming me horribly, which I still owe hundreds of thousands in medical debt from that. And it was consistently every couple of years something big like that would happen to me, where I would make the tiniest bit of headway on getting back on my feet, making some progress towards the debt, etc., getting it resolved. And then something else would happen that would not only completely defeat any, progress that I made, but double the negative that I was already in. I've been homeless a few times, and whenever I say that this was the last option, it is because my last 5 or so options were miracles in themselves. Complete strangers that I'd never met before, but they were a friend of a friend of a friend, and they just so happened to have a couch or something. So yeah, like I said, I've done all options. I've spoke to everyone. I've called all the numbers. I've done all this. But again, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, back to the vignette. Like right now, like scrawny leg. I've got a metal rod from here to here. Back a few years ago when me and a friend were hit by a drunk driver going 75 miles an hour. Broke my femur, a bunch of ribs. He had his foot obliterated because we were in a classic Beetle, which, and the vehicle that hit us was a Ford Expedition, so obviously. That in the wintertime, I guess the metal will get cold in my leg and the screws pull on the inside of the muscle, and it hurts. It just goes with everything else. I'm sorry to complain, but the biggest hurt I have isn't even physical, but one of the last places I lived at Um, it was during the time my mom had cancer, and it was difficult. Uh, she was my last parent, and I loved her greatly. Um, she had passed, and the person I was living with at the time was a massive bitch. Um, I was renting from her, and just to give an example, I poured money into her, and the place that I was living at was a fucking disaster. I didn't have a working toilet, so most of the time I had to go outside to use the bathroom. And one night I had attempted to work on the toilet myself. I was going to replace the wax ring and stuff, and I pulled up the toilet, and black worm filled water just kind of went everywhere and splashed up onto me. And one thing, she was very blatant about blowing her money on stupid shit and being very proud of it. She had 7 vehicles at the time, which 2 ran. But the warm water, whatever, I run outside and puke my guts out or whatever, and I hear her pull in, and she's got another car. And she gets out, she's like, look what I got, oh my gosh, isn't it so pretty, oh my god. As I'm standing there drenched in freaking shit worm water, thinking about all the money that I've given to her to, like, I don't know, fix my fucking toilet so I don't have to piss and shit outside. But, it just got worse and worse till eventually she kicked me out. I left, whatever. But, I had found some letters, some handwritten letters that my mom had wrote me. And, like I said, I don't know if I did, but I didn't technically get to come out to my mom. I'm pretty sure she knew, but honestly, life was just such a freaking, busy shit-wreck disaster that, and also she was living about an hour and a half, 2 hours away. But when I found those letters, it was just like opening up a portal to a new world. Like, I'm like, these letters could say anything, and most of all, I was hoping that, they did say, son, I know you're gay, and that's fine, and I love you. But the fucking bitch that I lived with threw them away. So, past the car wreck, the attempted murder on me and my mom and my sister as a child by my dad, none of that compares to her throwing away my mom's letters. And whenever I came to from yesterday's collapse, my entire mind was just consumed by those things, and especially the letter thing. And please understand the physical and mental pain that I have makes thinking or doing anything extremely difficult. And I'm sorry I kind of got on here and was way too vulnerable. But like I said, 1-800 numbers, therapist, professionals, been there, done that. Whenever I said this was the last option, I beyond meant it. But again, I'm sorry to y'all that I made uncomfortable. I hope y'all are well, and see you on the flip side.